And the Community Foundation exists to meet the needs of society and the people that live in that county. My name is Harry Vandervelde. I'm the CEO and the president of the Legacy Foundation, the community foundation of Lake County, Indiana. The Legacy Foundation began in 1992 during the gift program. A number of gentlemen were reading the paper and sitting around and saw this opportunity for matching dollars that Lily would create, and said, that's exactly what we should be doing. And so they had the foresight to realize that a community foundation would be great for Northwest Indiana. And they came together, got in contact with Lily, began the process, and here we are, close to 20 years later, with a community foundation currently that has an asset base of $40 million and the ability to make grants and scholarships back into the community at around $2 million a year.
And that's what should inspire you about asking for support for your organization. But there'll be links to the organizations that are involved in our co-op. And we have a lot of those organizations here.
We serve as a listening agent, we serve as a convening agent, we serve sometimes as a convener.
We focus on STEM education with the children that come and visit us year after year.
This is an asset in the community. Let's reach out and use it.
It's important for the Community Foundation to really have a good sense for what's going on in the areas of education, health and human services, the elderly, youth concerns, the fine arts, environment, and really just about anything that you can think of. We have a robust scholarship program here.
Well, scholarship programs are a variety of them. As you may know, we have over 25 of them right now. And it just depends upon the particular scholarship, how we deal with it. Sometimes we have to send the actual applications to the schools, and the guidance counselors talk to the students about filling the applications out. Other times they just go to our website, they fill out applications and submit them, send them back to us, and very often we have our own selection committees who decide who the scholarship winners are. My name is Sandy Nichols, and I am the Scholarship Administrator with Legacy Foundation. I mean, the scholarships can range anywhere from $500 for a school year up to covering total tuition and books. So, yeah, there's quite a variety of scholarships available. Qualifications, generally speaking, are if you're a good student. That's taken into consideration, but also financial need is talked about. But the other thing that is stressed very often in scholarships is how much the student has been active in school, what kind of activities they do, whether or not they're actually out there doing philanthropic work themselves.
Our board has engaged in a program called Project 100%. The Legacy Board, after doing some significant analysis, decided that the most appropriate direction to go in was the creation of a plan that would allow for every child in Northwest Indiana to graduate from high school fully and completely prepared to be successful in their next endeavor, whether that be in a technical world, whether that be in a university world, whether that be in the trade world, whether that be in the military, but that they're really prepared to be successful coming out of the blocks of high school.
Well, it took some time to develop, and our board of directors, along with our then president, Nancy Johnson, got together and tried to figure out, exactly how Legacy Foundation could help our community with the issue of education. And this was one. Being that we are a community foundation, we do have, resources that these other programs might not have. And so one way we try to inspire collaboration amongst programs, amongst school districts, school systems, things like that, to try to get everybody working together. Because we all care about the children, we all care about the students, we want to see them succeed. A lot of times you might see different programs doing the same thing. And so if they start working together, they can increase their outreach and expand their impact. My name is Barry Tyler, and I'm the Community Initiatives Officer for Legacy Foundation. I handle all of the programs associated with our primary strategic focus, which is Project 100%. So it's college readiness and college attainment program that we try to work with all the high schools in Lake County to make sure that every high school student graduates from high school and is ready for career or post-secondary education. It's really every level. So we work with a lot of nonprofit organizations, of course, that have college readiness programs. So they work with middle school students and high school students to try to teach financial leadership classes and do things like fill out college applications. Our funding does not just impact programs. We see the impact in the students that they work with and the families that they work with. And so, it might just be on a piece of paper, a check amount or something like that. But once you actually go, I do a lot of site visits. So I get to see, the program's impact directly. And it's something that's great to see. You hear a lot of great stories through Northwest Indiana. Because, one thing that we've realized is that how you make the greatest impact is by having great relationships and great communication. Because like I said before, we're all trying to do the same things. We all want to see these students succeed. It's just a matter of working together and try to collaborate so we can do that to the best of our abilities as well.
Part of the thing about a community foundation is because we're so pervasive throughout the community, because we work in so many different areas, it's sort of a challenge as well as one of our greatest strengths. And so, while we're very active, we in particular at Legacy have a focus on education and educational attainment. I'm Kara Spicer. I'm the program officer for Legacy Foundation, the community foundation that serves Lake County, Indiana. Well, I think one of the biggest misconceptions people have in terms of nonprofit resources is that the majority of them come from grants or institutions like ours, when in fact, by far the large majority of support for nonprofit organizations comes from individual donors. We offer a peer mentor to the organizations, that they have someone to bounce ideas off of and kind of think things through with. We offer a grant opportunity called the Make It Happen grant. The whole idea is to come out of it with 1, 2, or 3 things, no more than 3 things, that you've been stuck on. Something that you've wanted to accomplish. You basically know how to do it, but you just haven't been able to get it done. So during this time period, with all of this additional support, we try and help you get it done. We have everything from cultural projects, which would be like a book of something comes to mind, a book about the Tri-Creek area, a local historian, put together with a committee, a wonderful local history. Everything from something like that to capacity building for nonprofit organizations, say if they were working to perhaps increase or improve the way they communicate with their donors. And in recent years, we've seen a lot of technology requests. People just need the tools. They need to have the tools to compete in today's world. So lots of work with software, hardware, and training.
To qualify for a participation in legacy events and legacy endeavors, you would look into 2 basic areas on the granting side. The first being a grant application. We look to make sure that we operate with and work in conjunction with not-for-profits who are looking to grow their capacities. We encourage those agencies to also apply for Make It Happen grants, and we also encourage all not-for-profits in Northwest Indiana, specifically Lake County, to apply for grants that we manage out of our basically our unrestricted Lake County fund.
It really comes down to individuals, and many times when we support organizations, they are in turn providing opportunities or experiences for individuals in the community that otherwise might not have happened. And that ranges, everywhere from supporting a dance program in one of our communities that ends up with a child who becomes a principal for Alvin A. Lee, or manages to increase their capacity, an organization's capacity to serve an additional 100 or 200, youth or families. So it really comes down to when we hear about those individuals that the organizations themselves have impacted. We do our work through the organizations that we support.
About the third or fourth conversation that I had during my interview process, a member of the board had said, "Harry, you are interviewing for the greatest job in Lake County, the president of the Legacy Foundation." And I reflected on that day driving home, and since then I reflect on that every day in terms of saying, I do have the greatest job in Northwest Indiana. And it's proven from the moment I walk in the door until I walk out the door at the end of the day, with the fact that we are helping Northwest Indiana achieve its greatness.